I ask my wise angels to guide me always. Welcome to your reading, Cancer. Let's go ahead and start us off with some deep breaths, keeping ourselves hydrated at this time, collective. It is hot out there, okay? We are to keep ourselves hydrated, our skin, our inner, our everything hydrated, and keeping ourselves in a higher frequency, okay? I was getting this energy right off the bat, Cancer. Indecisiveness, okay? There is this certain somebody, I just picked up on this energy of there's a certain somebody, okay? Perhaps somebody that you just met. You're really allowing yourself to understand who this person is in your life, like the role they play in your life, stepping into your life, okay? This is somebody who is around you, okay? I'm hearing you have to be around this person, 111. You're really having to understand their role in your life, Cancer, because it almost feels like they're that motivator, regenerator that had stepped into your life, and now you're questioning a lot about yourself, okay? And I'm following the rhythm here for our Cancers. There's a lot. I'm going to start off with this deck. This is the activation deck. I wanted to say, okay, there is a lot that you guys are in clarity with, okay? Really big, bold letters here. Clear as day. Clear and bright as the sun, collective, okay? Number 2 could be significant. And I'm getting like, okay, there's a lot of energy coming through all of a sudden. And I'm getting like the number 2, okay, 212, as I say that. The number 2 could be very significant to you because you have been with somebody who's been alone for quite some time. You don't know what it's like to have a daily routine with somebody. You don't know what it's like to have a daily routine with another body, with another physical body next to you. You have been living this life of just being really independent. I feel like this is very significant for a lot of us collectively as a whole, but specifically for our Cancers, what I'm basing this off of your wiring, Cancer, and how you are interpreting the world around you in this season, Gemini season. Rolling into your season, okay, Cancer. Perhaps in your season you're going, okay, this is me having to start all over. And also I heard that in my head repeatedly, start over, start over, start over, earlier, okay, and I had written that down for you guys. Start over, start over, start over, repeatedly, okay. And I feel like this is what I was trying to get to, just something about indecisiveness. It's like, okay, I'm resisting. Ooh, that thing flew. I'm resisting and letting some things go. I'm resisting because I can't let go. It's hard for me to let go, okay? As these 2 cards come out together, I have a hard time letting something go. I'm having a hard time trying to understand what it is I'm letting go. Ooh. And then moving forward. Okay, what does that mean for a Cancer right now? You're in your feels. You are so much in your feels. You're so much in your emotions, whatever emotion that is in the moment. Okay, I had seen this post of Angelina Jolie. It was just like a glimpse, you know, when you just scroll and like a glimpse of her, okay, in an interview, and she was saying 444 that, you know, perhaps there are, we have more than 2 faces, we have 20. And it put me instantly in a perspective, right? It's just like how an actress is, you know, you gotta act all kinds of ways and be all kinds of emotions. It's kind of like an actor, right? But in real life, you are all those 20 faces, reactions, 20 impressions, whatever that may be, Cancer. And it's kind of amazing how it's bringing me into this flow, because you are having a lot of those emotions, and this is the energy that's coming through. And I feel like this is where you are really honing in what you're trying to understand. Do you know what I'm saying? And I'm hoping that I'm making sense here and you're getting a flow, because I feel like this is also your flow of personal development, Cancer. Exactly. That while you still are resisting and letting some things go from the past, this transition for you is actually really forcing you now to move forward. Because perhaps you are one right now not really trusting in yourself and having to let things go, but reminding you that perhaps letting it go is going to ground you even more. And then you get to find out, okay, what the answer is to this question, to this question, to this question. It's like you're opening up a door for yourself. And I'm getting, Cancer, for some of you guys, you're getting in the way of what you're trying to really understand. And for some, I just heard manifest, but it's mostly like you're trying to find an answer, but you're not finding the answer because you're in the way. You're not like creating an open space for something, for you to understand this something. There's like an energy blockage. And this is where you kind of get confused, because you feel like there are other energies around you that may be throwing spite at you at this time, maybe throwing things at you that you're not really comfortable feeling. It's like this very dark side of people. And you're over here like, yo, all love, that's all I want. But why am I getting spite from people? I'm going to use this deck. But why am I getting spite from people, Cancer says. Now, it may not be what you think it is, that whatever it is that people are throwing at you may not be so directly at you, Cancer, but I feel like you're taking it as direct. And why is this? Because it's so powerfully negative that you're picking up on it and you're thinking to that makes sense. You may be one who is, let's say, picking up on other people's negativity, and you are taking this as your own. Because perhaps there's something in your past, in your childhood, that happened to you, a very negative cycle that you were in, and you are seeing that in someone, and somebody is expressing that to you, and you almost want to entertain it. Does that make sense, Cancer? And I hope I'm making sense. Like, you almost want to entertain other people's negativity because you were in that cycle of the same negativity, the same form of negativity, the same cycle pattern of negativity. So when you hear somebody say it, or you having to pick up on it, or somebody approaching you with this type of negativity, it's almost like you want to entertain it. But it's like you have that choice now. For some of you, it's like, I have that awareness now. I don't have to entertain that. It's like I have more awareness on it. You present a sense of magic with this inner knowing that you carry with you, Cancer. You present such like magical energy. It's like you have this inner knowing within yourself, right? And I'm getting that for some of you guys, you're really picking up on that energy more now. It's like your psychic abilities is like opening up. It's activated, 10-10. And you're going, holy crap, I wouldn't have noticed that I did that before. But now I have a sense, a strong, a keen sense of awareness now. Now I can stop that cycle. Now I can go, I'm going to stop that cycle. I'm not going to repeat it again. You have that awareness now. Okay. Grounded. 44 could be a significant number. You are very sensitive to other people's shadow, Cancer. I literally was picking up on shadow and the energy of shadow earlier, and it just came back in your reading. I'm getting that when one is, let's say, I'm going to say it again, okay, approaching you with negativity, or somebody just want to vent, and they're venting negativity, and they're just like, they just can't get it. They just can't keep it in. And you, Cancer, just happen to be that person they can go to and express all of this negativity. You have that option, Cancer, and this is what I'm getting from this action card, to say no. It's like you have grounded yourself enough, okay, along with the Magician. You've grounded yourself enough to know I can say no to this. Because before, I'm getting for some of you Cancers, you were tolerating others expressing negativity and you succumbed to it. Like you fell into it and entertained it a little bit, right? Because you're such an empathetic person and you also know this. You've also experienced this in your life. But you have now gotten yourself out of that cycle, so you don't have to be a part of someone else's cycle when someone else is expressing their negativity. Does that make sense? Collectively, I feel like we're getting pulled into others' energies. I don't know why I'm doing this, because it's like I'm imagining like like a web, right? And you being at the center, Cancer, and then it's like people are gravitating towards you. They're so attracted to your energy, but remember that not everything that you attract is actually beneficial for you, especially for you, Cancer. That's a heavy message, because you are sensitive to negativity and you are sensitive to other people's shadow. I'm getting like you ward them off instantly. Like your energy instantly like pushes negativity away. Not a chance, like this time around, not a chance anybody can like shake you out of your peace, out of your inner peace, out of your foundation, right? Out of where you're grounded in. Like, you have such an attractive energy that when one wants to come to you, you just so happen to be the target of choice, that one will come to you and then start expressing negative stuff. You're the person to pick at, like you're the person to go to and talk about all this negative stuff too. And this time around, Cancer, you're going, I'm not entertaining that anymore. You have that awareness now. It's like you've grounded yourself enough to say no. And then for some of you, it's like you see it, but you can't say no. It's hard for you to say no, to ground yourself perhaps, because you see it so much. In 44, again, I've seen that. It's hard for you to say no because you were in that cycle before. I feel like this is where your empathic nature, Cancer, steps in. I'm getting like this is where you guys get stuck because you have such an empathic nature to you, but at the same time you want to be firm. And you want to have that boundary. And for some of you guys, I'm getting you're learning to have that boundary. And intentional too. Like no. And your no has resonance. That's a message for somebody. Your no has resonance, okay? Because like you're starting to notice other people's behaviors around you, and it may just be in this season. We're in Gemini season. You're seeing other people's intentions around you a lot more. Yes, exactly. You're learning a lot about who they truly are, and you're learning who are the people who support you and who don't. In this case, it's more like who is in the energy of love, happiness, and joy and support, and who isn't. And you're seeing that. You're seeing others' intentions around you. I feel like for some of you guys, this is the first time seeing it in this way. You have this new lens, and I talk a whole lot about lens in on this channel. I'm noticing that now because I talk a whole lot about change and evolving, and so you having to see the world around you in a fresh new lens, you're really seeing people's intentions, and it's kind of scaring you, Cancer, because you don't like to see other people's shadow. It's very uncomfortable to you. I just felt a tickle. That's so cute. Like, you guys almost want to laugh at other people's shadow because it's so hurtful, and you can't help but to laugh. I just felt a tickle though. Like, that was like a tickle. I couldn't help but to laugh. Excuse me. Yeah, that's what you guys are seeing. You're seeing other people's shadow. And it doesn't make you feel good, Cancer. Although it has nothing to do with you, but you pick up on it so carefully, so intricately, if you will. That when you sense other people's, not only sense it, but literally physically looking at it, it's a bother. Something shakes within you. It's a bother. I don't like to see people's shadows, but as soon as this Cancer shadow comes out, I'm getting, there's a tremble that people feel inside of them. You never see a Cancer mad, but when you see a Cancer mad, there's a tremble people feel within themselves. I just heard, I'm grounded as earth. And when I'm shaken up and when I'm being shaken, it is like feeling the ground beneath you shake and crack and hearing it crack. Right? The ground beneath me is cracking and it's shaking because a Cancer is angry. And I feel like I'm getting this energy. A Cancer doesn't get mad easily. And so you may feel like in this season, like there are people provoking you or even bullying you and picking on you to get a reaction out of you so that they can see that side of you. That you don't like to show your shadow. You don't like to show your dark side, Cancer. You don't like to show your dark side. You want to show everybody your sense of integrity. And what comes with integrity is a lot of inner strength. It's like you want to also at the same time inspire, be that example for everybody that when you go through the worst days, like you can still come out of it not so bogged down. Okay, that's the energy that I'm getting. Like take accountability. Okay, that I feel like I'm going in the right direction here. Take accountability for what is making you feel down. That's what a Cancer is saying, is thinking, to lift yourself up, to get yourself back up, and to show integrity in that hurt and that pain. Perhaps for some of us Cancers, we're learning how to express that. We're learning how to express our shadow. For some of you, it's like is it voluntary? It's voluntary. You can't help but to express your shadow. Like your shadow is coming out now. Like your shadow is revealing to everybody now. And your shadow, comes with a lot of fire. You see a lot of this fire around this King of Wands. Okay, and there's Two of Swords around, okay? When you are expressing your shadow, Cancer, it comes with a lot of passion, okay? Your way of expressing shadow also can be misinterpreted very much, is what I'm getting here as I look at 2222. Because it is not so often that you see a Cancer get really mad, that when they do get mad, it literally is like a dragon. Fire literally coming out of this dragon. Nobody can stop it. It's uncontrollable. For reals. So when one is trying to provoke a Cancer just to get a rise out of them, because there are stupid people out there, you know what I mean? Like they just want to bully people because they're just bored. They have nothing better to do with their lives. And so when a Cancer is being bullied, yo, don't do that. Cancer is going to warn you, don't do that. I'm following the rhythm here. Don't do that. Cancer says, don't do that. And then out comes this fire. Out of nowhere. And then that's when everybody kind of shuts down and tremble. Wow, I've never seen a Cancer get mad. You literally just poked me this whole time. Like, what did you think would come out of me when you continue to annoy and bully? What do you think would come out of me? They just want to see that reaction, because perhaps one can't stand seeing a Cancer so calm in their worlds, in their own little world. Like it's just a place where they know this is peace right here. This is peace. And you always going to have somebody trying to be destructive of someone else's peace. I was just going to say, it is a matter of working together, Cancer says. Okay, I have the King of Cups with the Two of Cups and the Page of Wands. Like, we can use this energy, Cancer says. We can use this energy of love and and creativity. Like, we can use this energy that we're feeling right here in this moment, we can use it for something else. Like, switch it up. Like, don't be so, I'm hearing cunning. Like, don't be so cunning and don't be so mean. We can use this to improve together. There's a heavy masculine here who's really standing up for their truth. King of Cups. Thank you guys for tuning into another. My name is Kimber. I'll see you guys in the next. Love and peace. Take care.